We're moving on to lunch, and for our sheet pan lunch, we have mini meatloaves with some veggies on the side. And what's lovely about this recipe is everything is right on the sheet pan. You truly cannot beat that when it comes to cooking up a meal for your family, especially for a quick and easy lunch. So for this recipe, I have some ground beef. I have 1 pound. You can use any kind of ground meat. We also have some frozen broccoli florets and some frozen sweet potatoes that are already cut for you. 2 eggs, a 1/4 cup of oats, a 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce, a 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, salt, and garlic powder. So that's all you need for this recipe. I guarantee you probably have most of this on hand. If you don't have these specific frozen veggies, you can use whatever kind of frozen veggies you like. So first I'm gonna start by putting these frozen veggies on the sheet pan. And I'm just gonna kind of spread them out like that. Okay, and you just wanna kind of get them so they're all nice and flat, nothing's on top of each other so that it cooks up nicely. And then we're going to spray it with some cooking spray. I like to use avocado oil because it is a high heat spray. So meaning you can go up to 450 degrees when you're cooking with it. And it also has a really good healthy oil in it. Then I'm just gonna do a little bit of salt, and this is just really to taste on these veggies. You can even skip this step if you want to do low sodium, but I like to season them up just a little bit with some salt. Then I'm going to pop these in the oven. We have our oven preheated for 425 degrees, and we're just going to let them roast for a bit while we make the meatloaves. All right, so now we're going to make the mini meatloaves to go on the sheet pan while our veggies are roasting. So we have some salt and paprika and garlic, but you can add any kind of seasonings. That's what I love most about cooking. I always try to do a 1/2 teaspoon to 1 teaspoon per pound of meat. So just stick in that range and you'll be pretty much safe for most seasonings, and you can really just put your own spin on it. So that's what I'm going to add for seasonings, and then we have our oats. You can also use breadcrumbs, but why would you? Because old-fashioned oats add some nutrition. You honestly can't taste them in there. They're just really gonna add a little bit of a binder to hold these meatloaves together. And then 2 eggs. Then we have our barbecue sauce, and I'm not gonna add the whole thing. I'm gonna save some for the top. So we'll do about 1/2. And we're just gonna kind of get in there. I'm gonna actually get in there with my hands. That's my favorite cooking tool when it comes to things with meat, because you can really get everything mixed together well. All right, so this is all mixed together, so we're gonna form it into little mini meatloaves on the same sheet pan that we put our veggies on. So we're gonna go grab those out of the oven and add these meatloaves. The reason we do the veggies first is those take a little bit longer to cook than the meatloaves do. So now we're going to top these meatloaves with the rest of the barbecue sauce. So just about a tablespoon or so on each. And this will kind of form a glaze as they cook up, which will be absolutely delicious. So now I'm gonna put this back in the oven for 20 minutes, and make sure you test the meat with a meat thermometer. If you're using beef, 145 degrees. If you're using chicken or turkey, 165 degrees or more.